Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests. And today we're watching Firefly.
Hello?
Alright guys, I believe we are on episode 6 of Firefly. To my shock, I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I came into this series with a little bit of trepidation. I can't lie. I obviously knew it was a show that so many people like and that so many people were devastated about its canceling. But yeah, like when I look at the shows that I watch on TV, like it's very different. So I came into the show not necessarily knowing how much I was going to respond to it, and I have been pleasantly shocked so far that I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's a lot funnier than I was expecting, and I think that the underlying story that we are slowly being fed in the background is really, really interesting. Like, I actually kind of am a little nervous, honestly, for the ending, because I feel like it's gonna not be satisfying just because I know it gets canceled. But I was informed that there is also a movie that I think is supposed to sort of wrap up the events a little bit, or at least give the audience a bit of closure. So maybe I will check that out afterwards. I'm sure by the time I get to the end, I will probably feel like I need to. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I don't have too much to say ahead of this episode. Of course, if you would like to watch ahead, we are about 2 months ahead on Patreon. I will leave a pinned comment below letting you guys know exactly which episode we are on. But without further ado, let's get into this week's episode.
Pardon me for intruding, but I believe y'all carrying something of mine. You gonna give us what due us.
Who are these people?
And I think maybe you gonna give me a little one-on-one time with the missus.
Well, I think you might want to reconsider
That sounds
that
like
last
Jane.
part.
Yeah.
See, I married me powerful, ugly creature.
How can you say that? How can you shame me in front of new people?
If I could make you prettier, I would.
Where did they get these outfits?
Now, you could luxuriate in a nice jail cell, but if your hand touches metal, I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
But his pretty floral bonnet, that's real. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god.
Explain to me again why Zoe wasn't in the dress.
Tactics, woman. Needed her in the back.
I wonder if those two are ever actually going to, like, confess to each other how they feel about each other, or how I assume that they feel about each other, I should say. Ah,
Such
the
as
rain stick.
with men like you.
It's the most. Yeah. Friend. You're the guy.
I feel like none of these little openings that like look like everything's nice and things are going well, I feel like things never stay this nice. Something always goes amiss. Usually ends in a fight.
Elder Gorman, thank you for the hospitality.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Alliance patrol boat heading into Atmo right now.
Well, we gotta fly.
We'll pray for a safe voyage.
Oh.
Who the hell are you?
What do you mean?
Well, I think I was
What do you mean? What does he mean?
But you know I'm to cleave to you.
What?
To what?
How drunk did you get last night, my guy?
Who are you?
Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
Sir? Huh?
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand.
Okay, so they gave them a drink at some point. I assume at this point that whatever was in that drink was some sort of drug, but at the same time, I'm like, what would their motivation be for wanting him to marry her? You know what I'm saying? Like, why drug him so that he would make that decision? So maybe I'm completely off in that assessment, but maybe there's a reason that has not been uncovered yet.
Could you repeat that, please?
I am your wife. That was your agreement with Elder Gammon. I don't please you?
You can't please me. You never met me. So why do I have a wife?
You got a wife? All I got is that dumbass stick sounds like it's raining. How come you got...
It's a great stick. How dare he talk shit about the stick like that?
This is Zoe. We need all personnel in the cargo bay.
Oh, I said wash.
Captain, everyone should have a chance to congratulate you on your day of bliss.
Then,
I wonder
can I
how
know her?
Nara's gonna
Jane!
think about this.
Don't sully this. I want you all to meet Mrs. Reynolds.
You got married?
Oh
Wow,
my
that's
Kaylee? That is such a Kaylee response.
She's no one.
You brute.
Oh, sweetie, don't feel bad. He makes everybody cry. He's like a monster.
I'm not a monster. Wash it. Turn the ship around.
Can't.
It's an order.
Yeah, but can't.
What the hell is
Have
wrong
you
with
got an encyclopedia?
So unless you feel like walking into a gallows, I suggest we continue on to Beaumont and you enjoy your honeymoon.
Would you stop crying?
For God's sake, Mal, could you be a human being for 30 seconds?
As one married man to another.
I'm not married. You have very nice qualities, but I didn't ever marry you.
I believe you did.
Oh.
Last night.
Oh. Did they have like an officiant? Like, who married them?
It says here, the woman lays the wreath upon her intended, which I do recall,
Okay.
which represents his sovereignty.
That was you?
Yeah, but if the other party does not know about these customs,
Dance with a joining of hands.
I don't know if you can like, if that can be held as legitimate.
Really wet.
Like, I could make up my own friggin' customs being like, if you say hi to me, that means we're actually married. Like, that's not fair.
The way I see it, me and her got one thing in common. We're the only ones who don't think this is fun. Hello? Woman, person?
Yeah, I don't even know her name.
I thought last night during the ceremony that you were pleased.
Well, yeah, last night I was.
Are you gonna kill me?
What?
Why would you do that?
In the maiden's home, I heard talk of men who weren't pleased with their bride.
Well, I ain't them.
What will you do with me?
Not really sure. We're bound for Beaumont. Might be able to set you up some sort of work there.
I'll not be anyone's doxy.
I don't mean whoring. They got factories and the like. Some ranches, if you're more for the outdoors. Near a week before we get...
Yeah. Could you imagine your life just being completely uprooted like that?
I'd be a good wife.
Yeah, well, I'd be a terrible husband. You got 5 whole days to figure that
At
out.
least he's self-aware.
We'll be together.
What? Okay.
We'll be together on the ship, but not in any...
That'll be fine. I'll do for you, or not, as you choose.
Well, shiny.
I'm trying to understand right now if there's like a hidden motive here, or if it's just this is how the culture is on her planet.
I ain't ever even...
My name is Saffron.
Saffron. Okay, well
Divorce
that's
is very rare and
probably not
requires...
going to go well with Inara.
If you take sexual advantage of her, you're going to burn in a very special level of hell. A level they reserve for child molesters
Oh.
and people who talk at the theater.
Yep, that is definitely the same level of offense, for sure.
I'll make her up a room in the passenger dorm.
Good.
The special Hell.
Thank you. It's damn tasty.
Is there any more where that came from?
I didn't think to make enough for your friends. But everything's laid out if you'd like to cook for your husband.
Are you enjoying your own new buy a little slave girl?
She wanted to make me dinner.
Did she really make fresh bao?
Quaint. Remember that sex we were planning to have ever again?
Is that cider? Father stroke. Yum. I'll get you a refill, hon.
That's for me to do.
I don't know. She gives me the creeps.
Do you need anything else?
No. You just have something to eat yourself, and I'm gonna go, Captain.
If you're done with supper, would you like me to wash your feet?
Departure.
Can I come in?
No.
See, that's why I usually don't ask.
We'll be in Beaumont at least 2 weeks, right?
Can't exactly be sure.
Well, I need you to be exactly sure, Mel. I can't make commitments and then not keep them. That's your specialty.
I'm sorry, are you touchy because I got myself a bride or because I don't plan to keep her?
I find the whole thing degrading.
That's just what Saffron said about your line of work.
Ooh.
Maybe we're soulmates.
Yes. Great. I wish you hundreds of fat children.
Oh, could you imagine that? Hell, 10 years' time, I could
Can you
teach
leave me
them.
alone for 5 minutes, please?
Damn. These two are not able to have just an honest conversation with each other, are they? It always ends up contentious.
I wasn't looking for a fight.
I'm sorry?
Always do seem to find one, though.
Huh?
There's times I think you don't take me seriously.
Is
I think
this
that ought to change.
a joke? What is happening?
You got something you don't deserve.
And it's brought me a galaxy of fun, I'm here to tell you.
Customized trigger, double cartridge thorough gauge.
Does he just want saffron? Or saffron?
It is my very favorite gun.
Okay.
You offering me a trade?
A trade? Hell, it's theft. This is the best damn gun made by man. It has extreme sentimental value. It's miles more worthy than what you got.
What I got?
His
She has a
wife.
name.
So does this. I call it Vera.
Oh my god, Jane.
Seriously, they're certainly coming to a middle.
Oh, damn it, Mal. I'd treat her okay.
She's not to be bought. She's a human woman, doesn't know a damn thing about the world, and needs our protection.
Well, I'll protect her.
Jane. Go play with your rain stick.
I mean, honestly, the rain stick is the most valuable thing here. I don't know why you guys aren't appreciating it more.
My mama had a ranch. Back on Shadow, where I'm from.
Shadow?
And cattle, mostly. Used to tell me, don't brand the cattle, brand the buyer. He's the one likely to stray.
She raised you herself?
Well, I heard about 40 hands. Oh, that is odd.
What?
I just don't.
Talk about yourself.
I'm not one who talks about what's past, and here you got me.
Does your
Don't take it as a sign.
They just know me well enough to. Oh, what about you? What's your history?
I really don't know whether I should take her as innocently as she's trying to portray herself, or whether there's more to it. But I'm inclined to think that there is more to it. Like she's manipulating him somehow. But why? I don't know. And so because I don't know, it makes me think that maybe she actually is just as innocent.
It's parts. A lot of cheap parts will never unload.
So I don't freaking know, guys.
I said exactly that.
But you put it together, you got a Firefly. Thing will run forever. They got a mechanic even half awake. She's a good catch. She comes our way, you prep the nets.
Clearly, she's out of her mind. Well,
About a year before we met, I spent 6 weeks on a moon where the principal form of recreation was juggling geese. My hand to God.
Interesting.
Baby geese, goslings, they were juggled.
of course.
Can we go back to that
The
planet?
man rushes in to defend her. She's trouble.
I'm getting that.
Okay, interesting.
Hey, well, you're,
I made the bed warm for you.
It looks, warm.
And I've made myself ready for you. But we've been wed, aren't we, to become one flesh?
Well, no, we're still two fleshes here, and I think...
I mean, does it seem like he wants to be married to you, girl?
Saffron, it ain't a question of pleasing me. It's more a question of what's morally right.
I do know my Bible, sir. On the night of their betrothal, and he shall work in her in till she bring him to his fall, and rest him then upon the sweat of her breast.
Oh. Good Bible.
No.
You're pleasing. You're,
No, I don't trust this at all.
Just because you got handed to me by some who Don couldn't pay off his debts, don't make you beholden to me.
I lived my life in the maiden house, waiting to be married off for trade. I seen my sister paired off with ugly men, vicious or blubberous, men with appetites too unseemly to speak on. And I've cried for those girls, but not half so hard as I cried the night they gave me to you.
Did she feel relieved?
I cried, for I'd not dreamed to have a man so sweet. Had I the dare to choose, I'd choose you from all the men on all the planets the night sky could show me. If I'm wed, I am a woman.
It. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I keep flipping and flopping back and forth.
I swell to think of you in me.
Should I take it at surface level or should I dig deeper? I don't know.
Never look upon me again. I'll make my way.
Don't, Mal, don't.
Let me have my wedding night.
No. No.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the special hell. Son of a...
Night, sweetie.
What the fuck?
Well.
Oh my god, guys.
Not
okay,
sleeping?
but why? I feel like I just have more questions now. Is she gonna try to seduce him also?
Planet I'm from, couldn't see a one of them. Pollution so thick. Sometimes I think I entered flight school just to see what the hell.
She about to close the door. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Now we're alone, just us and the stars. No crew to bicker at each other. Look.
Wash is a happily married man. I don't feel like your moves are gonna work on him.
My whole life, I saw nothing but roofs and steeples and the cellar door. In a few days, I'll be back to that life and gone from yours.
What is the motivation? Why are we doing all this?
I wish I was somebody else right now. Somebody not married, not madly in love with a beautiful woman who can kill me with her pinky.
I've been through
I never did meet anyone quite like Zoe. The first time we met, she actually frisked me.
Oh. So it's not only through her powers of seduction. Damn.
Are you lost?
I don't mean to be rude. A companion's life is so glamorous and strange. I wish I had the skill for such a trade.
Like to please your new husband.
Oh, he'll have
Don't
none of me.
let her get off the hook for the fact that she was running like a maniac through this ship.
If I'm to learn of love, I'd like it to be at the hands of someone gentle.
But Mal said
Inara,
you don't approve.
stay away from this woman.
Sure, and he said that to keep you from me. I was too curious about
At least Zoe is like, this woman is dangerous. So even if she's able to like, get everybody else on the ship.
Come to my shuttle.
You would lie with me.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
Malcolm Reynolds' widow.
Damn! I really thought Inara was falling for it. I was like, okay, I guess it's up to Zoe. I guess it's up to Zoe.
What's going on?
I mentioned it before, but I love the sets on this show.
Mal.
Amazing sets.
What's Get the doctor. Mal's hurt. Hey.
Oh, yeah, shit.
You stupid son of
Your blushing bride was a plant. She took both of you out.
Narcotic compound, probably spread over a seal on her lips. You get it on yours, and pow.
Lips? Huh?
Are they gonna be like, Inara, how did you get it on yours?
So you two were kissing?
Well, isn't that special?
I tried to tell him not to, Buck. He didn't listen to me.
My man would never fall for that Chanhua.
Most of my head wishes I had.
You guys don't understand.
You were victimized, Wash was beaten, and Nara found you here.
And then I fell.
I don't get any of this.
I only fell is all. Oh, I'm fine. I don't need to be examined. I'm comfy.
That's so funny.
She didn't just lock it, she fused it to something, both entrances.
She can fly this thing, why'd you take the shuttle?
Maybe she likes shuttles. Some people juggle geese.
It's got a point. Praying that we go to that planet before the show gets canceled.
So we even try to reroute, it'll lock down.
Jintai.
She went straight for the thermal cap.
Yeah.
They're like impressed by her work.
It was your big makeout session that got us into this, sir.
I was poisoned.
You were drugged.
That's why I never kiss him on the mouth.
Jane. Just gonna go right over that.
This girl really knows her ships.
It's not all she knows. She's well schooled.
Well, you mean the sedative? The good night kiss?
Well, I only hit my head, but Mal went through that. But
Sound like you're overcompensating a little bit.
as in companion, as in academy.
I'm beginning to think she married beneath herself.
She tried to seduce me too.
Really?
You don't play a player. It was sloppy of her to try it, but I think she was in a rush.
Huh, but she had professional.
Honestly,
In my case, I mean, it was really.
I was really convinced that Inara was falling for it.
They're coming!
How far out?
10 minutes or so, right on target.
That girl's a wonder.
She gets it done. Tell the boys.
Okay. Gotcha.
We got life, we got screens. It's a qualified yes, a partial.
What about
I mean, Saffron is definitely a person you'd want on your team. She gets shit done.
Did she signal anybody?
Dunny Marsh.
I almost can't even be mad at it, you know? It was impressive.
I don't get it. Where are we headed?
End of the line. It's a carrion house. Scrap shop. Takes ships, pulls them apart, or fixes them up.
Doesn't sound that scary.
We fall into that, we're more than just helpless. It'll turn this ship into one big electrical conduit, burn us all from the inside out.
Some of the newer ones.
That's terrifying.
They're not looking to deal with survivors.
One day you're gonna tell us all how a preacher knows so damn much about crime.
We're waiting, man. We're waiting.
I figure we got one shot at this. Those are the breakers. Get one of those. Should sort it out.
What do you mean, should?
Oh my god, they're so close. It looks like they have no time to spare.
You see it? Clear as day.
Ooh. Damn.
Nice work, Kaylee.
Soon enough to help.
Hey, a lot easier to pull things apart than it is to put them right.
What a life, man.
Honey, I'm home.
Ooh.
Looks like you get that wedding night after all.
Why is Mal taking care of this himself?
You gonna kill me?
Can you conjure up a terribly compelling reason for me not to?
I didn't kill you.
You handed me and my crew over to those that would kill us. That buys you nothing.
Like,
I made you dinner.
homemade bow. Homemade bow.
You're quite a man, Malcolm Reynolds. I've been waiting a long time for someone good enough to take me down.
You even think about playing me again, I will riddle you with holes.
Everybody plays each other. That's all anybody ever does. We play parts. You know, you did pretty well. Most men, they're on me inside of 10 minutes.
What's your real name?
Ooh.
You don't live lied anyhow.
Damn. Shit.
Should be fine, thank you. And does the vixen
Is he gonna question how she actually got poisoned?
All's well, I suppose.
Because there's no way she just fell and got poisoned. It's a bad lie.
You're a very graceful woman, Nora.
Yeah, so how did you fall?
So here's where I'm fuzzy. You got by that girl, came and found me, and somehow you happened to just trip and fall.
What do you mean?
Come on, Nora. How's about we don't play? You didn't just trip, did you?
No.
Oh, isn't that something? I knew you let her kiss you.
So close. So close. At least she has an out. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, guys, we just finished episode 6. I believe it was called Mrs. Reynolds. That was a good episode. I think that, like, what I really enjoyed with this episode is that I really was going back and forth between she is actually just this, like, sweet little country bumpkin who doesn't know anything and is very religious, and this is just like their culture, and she is just abiding by the rules and being like, no, there's something more at play here. There's something insidious happening, and I really could not determine what it was, you know, like whether it was something nefarious is happening or whether this is all pure innocence. Yeah, I kept going back and forth. Like, I felt like, you know, in general, because it's a television show, like, there needs to be conflict, and there's obviously going to be something, some sort of friction, but I could not tell. I couldn't tell whether she was just lying about it, you know? And when she was talking with Inara, I genuinely was like, oh no, Inara is falling for this. This is shitty. I really thought that she would be able to see beyond her, but she's fallen for it, only for Inara to absolutely just, you know, decimate what I thought was happening and flip the script, you know? That was really, really fun to watch. Again, this show is fairly episodic, but I don't mind the episodic nature of it. Like, I do enjoy the hijinks that we are getting into every single episode. Like, they're really fun. It's almost like you could watch these as like standalone episodes. I mean, like, kind of, because there still is, you know, progression in the main plot happening, but I think that, like, if you wanted to, you could basically just go back to your favorite episode and watch it sort of out of order a little bit, just because every episode sort of stands on its own in a certain way. Yeah, I had fun with this episode. I do wonder if Inara and Mal are ever actually just going to be able to have like an adult conversation with one another, you know? I do know, like, you know, being the first one to admit that she got feelings isn't always the easiest thing to do. I get it. But guys, like, you know it. We know it. Let's just put it out on the table, you know? Anyways, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun watching it. I hope you guys had fun watching it with me. And I will see you guys next week with more Firefly. As a reminder, of course, if you would like to watch ahead, we are about 2 months ahead on Patreon. So that should put us at about like at least 8-9 episodes ahead. So again, I will put a pinned comment down below letting you guys know exactly where we are. But yeah, I'm going to cut this video here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.